This is your connection, love-ish reading. So I went ahead, I did my pre-shuffle as far as the energy of this connection, where it stands. Also, what the hell is with the King of Swords haunting the narrative lately? Oh my goodness. Okay. I was just live and he kept coming out, and I think I even had a one-on-one where the King of Swords, kind of that kind of energy is coming out, which inherently isn't bad, but this one's in reverse. Okay. You and your person, I don't think you're in contact. If you are, it's messy. It's messy. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos. Your person is coming out here really cold, really distant. The channeled song for like your person, and switch roles if you need to, if you find yourself fitting more on the other side. But your person is Headspace by Lewis Capaldi, whatever words. Anyways, and I'll put the channeled song for you. I'll try to have it like split like I used to do these readings. But yeah, coming out really cold, really distant, toxic, manipulative, very closed off. I feel like this connection overall has been a spiritual like breaking point, or like awakening, or some kind of learning for you, with the Hierophant in reverse, but not in a traditional way. Like it wasn't in a traditional happy like I love this kind of experience. I kind of feel like this, sorry for the coughing, it's just what it is right now. Okay. I feel like this connection kind of has forced you to learn how to let your guard down, though. So there's been definitely the spiritual aspect in what it's taught you there, but in more of like the, reality in which we live outside of that, it's taught you to, sometimes you have to let your guard down. Sometimes you have to ask for help. And I don't think this person has really helped you, but it's like they've forced you maybe into situations where I don't know. You know, if you're listening to this, but it's kind of giving like, because, and the reason why I say I don't feel like they've ever helped you or stepped up, we have Three Pentacles in reverse. So this is not being supported, right? Not having that support, a lot of disappointment, a lot of effort that maybe both of you, but you specifically, have poured in to this connection, and not seeing it get anywhere, right? A lot of negative judgments, I think, on both ends, really, truly. It's like both of you are perceiving the worst in each other, or even perceiving things that aren't true about each other. And again, don't make this fit. If your person is 100% toxic and it's always like, don't make it fit. Page of Swords in reverse, a lot of miscommunication, just a lot of stagnancy. I was trying to pull for what's next with this, and we're going to pull some more cards too. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. And you know how I mentioned there's like a lot of these like negative judgments, right? Or a lot of voices around you. Maybe you have voices around you telling you like, oh, this person's this, and they have that too. Like, I do feel like they're going to come forward with like some kind of apology, or like that I shouldn't have done this, or this was wrong, or whatever. But and I honestly, go listen to the lyric, or listen to the song, but read the lyrics of the channeled song. Both the channeled songs, it's so weird, it just feels like they mirror each other in really sad ways. Anyways, but we have the Six of Cups reverse, and we have the World reverse. So I feel like even though they're going to come forward, and I'm not saying it won't ever work out later, but I feel like when they come forward, it is repeating a really negative cycle, right? And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is a lot of stagnancy. With this connection, it's like they're going to come forward with the apology, with maybe some closure, and clearing the air and clarity, but in a little bit of maybe reconciliation type energy, but it's not gonna be what you want. Okay, so let's pull as far as like what you need to know, if this can ultimately change, or what you would need, or they would need to do for this to change. We have the King of Wands, and we have the Magician. So you might be a fire sign, they might be a fire sign, you don't have to be. I kind of feel like for this to change, because it's like they know, Two of Cups, they know, they know. Or if roles are reversed, then you know. But like they know they left you out in the cold, right? With the Five of Pentacles here. They know they did that. They know they withheld their affection, their love, or whatever this is. They're very well aware of that. But in order for this to kind of change, for this, you know, for the cycle to not repeat, the vibe I'm getting is like I don't want to say they have to hit rock bottom, but like they have to hit rock bottom. In a way, haven't, you know, I know this term's so overused, but have like an ego death, because right now they don't have that clarity. It's like they know what they did, they feel bad, they know how bad it is, but then they kind of lie to themselves, and they just don't see the full picture. And in order for them to fully grasp the full picture, to have this clarity, this aha moment, they need to be in the situation that you were in a way. Which will happen, because this is giving very mirrored energy, so they're gonna go through it. And that doesn't mean they'll come back, but it means, you know, they'll be leveled up to where if they do, they're gonna be more in alignment with you. Okay? Right now, what Spirit is asking you to do, I think this King of Wands energy is more for you, less them. Stepping in to, like, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Be your own protector. Lead yourself. Guide yourself through this. Know that they're kind of there. Their energy is going to be there. It's going to be lingering. Even if you don't talk, whatever. But it's more about you taking charge. Taking those steps forward in your life outside of any romance, any of this. And focusing on transmuting whatever it is you're going through here with the Magician, focusing on your manifestations, focusing on your own balance, your shadow work, your healing. You can't force someone else to heal. This is something I see a lot when I'm giving collective reads, and I have to be this kind of bearer of bad news of like, yeah, this is your person, but they're unhealed as fuck, which usually y'all are aware of, but you can't force them to heal, right? You can't force that. We can do spells for like ego deaths and reflections and things like that, but at the end of the day, you know, Spirit's already trying to prompt that to happen, right? And to bring that into being, and it's just some people are so deeply closed off. But as you focus on yourself, your healing, your journey, moving forward, transmuting, all that good stuff, you're going to be, I don't know why I was about to say, you're going to be so fucking hot. But maybe you are. You already are. Not maybe you are. You already are. But yeah, you're going to have a glow up, but you're going to really, you know, connect with that fire and that passion and that spark and that drive that you had before all of this. And there will be union. I'm not going to be the tarot reader that promises you your person is coming back. So this may be a new person, or it may be this person. But whatever it is going to be something that is in balance and so aligned with you, and you're going to love the shit out of it, even if it's not this person. I hope that helps.